Hey there guys, welcome to one of my Pokemon Black and White 2 near Wi-Fi battles. Today's match will be an any turn match. You can see SeaSlug. But before we get into the battle, I have some quick announcements to make. My friend's work the night has gone on vacation and will not upload for 2 weeks, I believe. And I want him to get to about 150, maybe 200 subscribers by the end of the 2 weeks. And before he comes back, so I can kind of surprise him with it. So if you guys could just go subscribe to him and show the support, that would be amazing. And second of all, I'm going to be looking for battles on Skype because the Small on Wi-Fi battle finder is down and I really need to stock up some battles for when I go to vacation. So if you guys ever want to battle me, just contact me on Skype. I'm always looking for battles now. But heading into the team preview, my opponent's Mischievous looks like the biggest threat to my team because nothing on my team can 2-hit KO it except my Golurk, but my Golurk will not be able to outspeed, and in return will be knocked out by the Shadow Ball or whatever move he's carrying. So I'm going to decide to lead off with my Braviary, go straight for the U-turn, and I'm going to U-turn out into my Golurk. While I get a critical hit first turn, you'll see in the long run that crit did not matter whatsoever, but it's always nice to get a critical hit first turn. My opponent's gonna baton pass out into his Linooine, which I don't mind at all, but I actually thought the Seed Bomb would bring me down to a very low amount of HP, but it doesn't. It's actually just gonna bring me down to about like 1/4 of HP, and in return I will be able to knock the Linooine off with the Dynamic Punch, so it's an amazing startup for me. One of his Pokemon is on low HP, and I just killed the other one, so... my opponent's going to decide to send out his Mischievous here because it's the perfect counter to his Golurk. And I'm going to decide to switch out into my Rotom Frost because Golurk hits every one of my opponent's Pokemon super effectively with either the Shadow Punch or the Dynamic Punch, so I know that I would have to keep the Golurk for later. My opponent decides to make a switch out into his Mushrana while I go for the Trick here. I went for the Trick because it would be amazing to slap off that Eviolite off of that Mischievous because after the Eviolite is slapped off, it won't take hits that well, and he will be forced to lock himself into one move, which means it's gonna be a lot less annoying. But he's gonna decide to switch on to his Mushrana, like I said, and this kind of cripbles my strategy, but it doesn't matter because I'm just gonna keep the momentum up by volt switching out into my Golurk. In hindsight, I should have Thunderbolted or maybe volt switched out into my Gardevoir because you just saw how much damage the Golurk took from the Psychic, and that's a lot of unnecessary damage, but I will be able to knock this Mushrana down with the Shadow Punch, so at least that's 2 Pokemon down, and I still have all my 6. Sorry about that, but the critical hit here did not matter whatsoever, so I just wanted to let you guys know. Didn't matter at all. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could have knocked that Mushrana down when it's at like red HP, but my opponent's gonna decide to switch onto his Mischievous again on the down, and I'm gonna do the same play, go switch out into my Rotom Frost. I really didn't care if you predicted me there because Rotom Frost is one of the only safe switch-ins to this Mischievous. My Gardevoir does not have Shadow Ball, if you guys are wondering that. I actually have my I'll reveal my 4th move at the close to the end of the battle, but sorry about that. But the Mischievous is just gonna burn me. It doesn't matter because I know I'm a special attacker and all, but he's gonna predict me to go for the Blizzard here, and he's gonna switch onto his Milk Tank. But I actually just go for the Thunderbolt because I want to get as much as damage as I can in the Mischievous, and I didn't want Blizzard missing. So yeah, but this turn he's actually gonna predict me to make a double. Well, no, he's gonna make a double out into his Mischievous, and he's gonna predict me to switch out. But why would I switch out when I had the Volt Switch? So yeah, that was kind of an off play by him. But I'm gonna decide to go out into my Braviary, which I shouldn't have, because I actually thought this Brave Bird would be killing the Mischievous off, but I underestimated Mischievous's bulk and overestimated Braviary's attack. But luckily I will be able to hit KO the Mischievous out with the Brave Bird, so at least that's a giant ass threat right off. And yeah, that's a trade I'm willing to take my Braviary on low HP for his Mischievous dead. But my opponent's going to decide to send out his Regirock this turn while I have the perfect counter for the Regirock, my Wartortle. He actually is going to go for the offensive play here just like he did with his Mischievous. In hindsight, he should have went for the Willows, but that's over. And I'm going to predict this switch out into his Executor, so I'm going to fire off my Toxic here. So now I'm just going to switch out into my Rotom Frost to kind of scatter what kind of set he is, and he turns out to be the lead seed set, so I knew this lead seed set would be annoying, but as long as I can switch out into my Braviary and get off a U-turn on this Executor, I have nothing to worry about. My bad, because well, you'll see, and yeah, yeah, this turn I'm just gonna switch out into my Braviary as he predicts that very well, and he's gonna switch out into his Regirock. I'm just gonna go for the U-turn out here because, you know, extra damage is better than none damage, and I'm gonna U-turn out into my War Turtle just like last turn. A lot of repetitive stuff going on, but he doesn't go for the offensive play right now. He actually goes for the Stealth Rocks, which means I'm just gonna be able to rapid spin these Stealth Rocks away from my field and actually get a critical hit here. I don't know why, but I have the best luck with rapid spin crits. I've always gotten them. Well, not always, but you get the point. I'm going to decide to switch on to my Rotom Frost, and I barely lived the Psychic after the burn damage, but watch this. He's going to turn out to have the Protect, so my Rotom Frost is down. But it doesn't matter because he's going to take a huge chunk of damage to the Toxic recoil or slash damage. Same thing, but he turns out to be the Harvest set, which is going to be so annoying to take down. But not really, because I have this Gardevoir, and you guys might be thinking that I'm not going to be able to knock him out with the one Shadow Ball, but I don't go for the Shadow Ball because, like I said, I don't carry it. I carry the Signal Beam instead, and that is because I want, you know, Tanglos were really annoying to deal with, so I kind of switched out Shadow Ball with Signal Beam instead. So Signal Beam will be able to just one-shot that Executor right off of that field. So it's 5-2 actually. The score is 5-2. My opponent's just gonna make us switch out into his Miltank, which I can take care pretty well with my own Golurk. So my opponent's gonna double out into his Regirock. The match is kind of slowed down here. Should have sped this part up, but yeah, in comes the Regirock, and now I'm just gonna decide to go for one Dynamic Punch and then fire off some Earthquakes because, you know, as long as he's confused, my Earthquakes will be doing a lot of damage plus the chance of him hitting himself. So yeah, I think he goes for the Stone Edge here. Yeah, he does. Luckily, he doesn't get the critical hit. Actually, he hits 2 Stone Edges in a game. Now, that is not my luck. If you guys saw my earlier battles. Yeah, I'm just going to fire off some Earthquakes here. Like I said, it's kind of a repetitive game going on right now. But he's going to hit himself in confusion, and this turn I'm just going to be able to knock the Regirock down with the Dynamic Punch. I actually go for the Dynamic Punch because I didn't want him to switch out into his Miltank, kind of getting a free switch. Well, Miltank doesn't have the best bulk, but best defense, but yeah, he's just going to stay in, and I'm going to be able to knock the Regirock down, and his last Pokemon will be his Miltank, which I can take care pretty well with my Golurk, but not really because he has the Curse, and once I've gotten swept by a Curse Snorlax, I believe, or one of those guys, but yeah, I'm gonna hit my Dynamic Punch, but he's not gonna hit himself in confusion, and on top of that, he's gonna get the Milk Drink off right back to almost full HP. So this Miltank will be pretty annoying to deal with, and the 2 strategies I can still do is hopefully hit 2 Focus Blast to kill this Miltank off. Or if my Gardevoir dies, then I can't even do that. The only strategy I'll have left is stall the Miltank out with the toxic damage. But yeah, he's gonna get up another Curse here, and he's barely gonna be able to live the Dynamic Punch. But since his speed dropped twice, I will be able to outspeed and take him off with another Dynamic Punch. So that was a good game, SeaSlug. It wasn't that close, but it was still good. It just showed how good Golurk is, and it should move up to RU in my opinion, because, well, Golurk has, I mean, with its wow, I was just about to say horrible. I meant terrific. Wow, I meant with its terrific ability, No Guard and Iron Fist, both terrific abilities, and getting up these Stealth Rocks and making sure that they don't spin away because of its Ghost typing. It's just an amazing Pokemon. But if you guys did like this battle, remember to leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you guys next time.